scamming, and you already know if you ain't liking, you're slacking. If you ain't subbing, you're bugging. And today, not tomorrow or not yesterday, today, I'm gonna give an open assessment on, from my personal opinion, what are the best skills that immediately with each character that you need to upgrade. Let me dip into the chat. You definitely first again. Yeah, I tell you were just a half a temp off. Yeah, shorty definitely got that super internet. Definitely got the super internet. What's good, Drew Wavy? On God, you got that super internet. Cause I mean, it's crazy because y'all have the same time, but your tenths of a second is higher than anybody else's tenth of a second. I mean, if you look at say 441 for both, damn, that's fast. But yeah, the best skills in this game, in my personal opinion, y'all, my top 10. Let me start here and give y'all the best. Start with the best that from my own experience personally. You know, I'm gonna start from the best skill in this game that I have used, period. Right here. I'm gonna start off being honest. I'm gonna give my personal. I'm gonna start from 1 to 10. You know, I'm gonna do it backwards. I ain't gonna count down from 10. This by far, so far, has been the best skill that I have upgraded, because he starts off with just speed, and it's easily to be blocked. Trust me, it's easy to be blocked. But see, the reward come when you upgrade his skill fully. Once you upgrade this fully, I'm telling you, once you max this, it's a big difference between 6 and 7. It's a big noticeable difference in between the space that he create. And once again, like I shown y'all before, to prove to this, with everything I say, I always like to show y'all a little bit of something. Because I mean, hopping from, you know, if a defender is defending you over here, they have to fully dash towards you just to be able to catch up. And if you got good resist cards, then you good. This man hopped from here to here once it's fully maxed, and that's no bullshit. See that? So 9 out of the 10 times, imagine the defender not knowing which way direction you going. Because for people who don't know, you can hop step forward. You can use that rail over there to step forward. Look, see that? To step forward. So if a defender is directly in front of you, you can hop step just a step in front of them. A lot of people don't use that. I do, because I wanted to be the best that I could be with him. And what's good, kid? But that's my number one right there, side hop for Joey. Nah, that don't mean he gonna make shots, but we talking about the skills. We talking about the skills. I'm telling you, that shit aggravating. Listen, I'm a firm Joey user, and it's hard for me to defend. It's hard for me to defend. And this is from my personal vantage point myself on skills. What's good, Quavo? From me personally, I mean, I'm just giving my honest assessment on things that's hard to defend in the top skills that I've used. That side hop is the most overpowered to me. You know, it's characters in this game who have, you know, a lot of things that's overpowered about them, but to my basic understanding, I'm trying to give y'all the best on what I have seen so far. All right, number two. The number two skill that's in my book, the best to, and y'all know this coming, and y'all know I don't really fuck with him too much, but number two is Shadow Steel. You definitely don't want to play with this man. Me, I play with him a little too much. Sometimes you get kind of antsy, and like I said, I've studied and trained against him. I go to, you know, the court and dribble at him and shit like that, you know, the practice court, 1v1 with level 5, and I dribble at him, you know, just to see what he, you know, how a person would react, and see, to understand him, you have to play with him. So I have done my diligence and my time playing with him, and I understand how a person who use him think. And majority of the people who use him think still first. They don't think to sit and be conservative when they play with him. So what they immediately do 9 out of the 10 times is they rush you. So if you got somebody who rushing you on a football field, how do you negate power? You use speed and maneuverability to get away from him. So that's why a lot of times I just fake his ass out, but sometimes he get me. No bullshit. Now sometimes he get me, but yeah, that's my number two right there, Shadow Steel. And I'm just saying by far, because sometimes I like I said, I have played with him and had my little funny moments, you know, and like it just be like, damn, that's crazy. How in the hell is this dude even able to do this? Period. And y'all already know. Coming in at number three. Not the quick jumper, because she's actually gonna be, I'm just getting y'all a spoiler, she on this list twice. Is this shit right here. Listen to me. If you haven't heard anything that I said, look at this. You get speed right here, and plus a person with distance to this and speed cards, you fucked. I'm telling you this now, because if you have the proper person setting screens, fam, you are fucked. If you have people who work together with each other on setting screens, where to position, if this person do this, if this person do this, and how to set screens, bro, she dashing right past you and she gonna hit you big. And which I don't have to go too far for number 4. Number 4 is right here. So 3 and 4 spot right here, all in one. This move right here, first come this. Because 9 out of the 10 times, people these days, they hold square. They just sit at the 3-point line after they done upgraded. You don't have to upgrade her 3-point much, because look where it's already at. So think about it. If you get a plus 18 or 19 3-point shooting card or something like that, or 20, you never have to do anything else to her shooting from there. And it's just, you know, it's a real bad travesty, because look at her mid-range shooting though. That's just ridiculous. You got at prestige 4, and this ain't even 5. At 5 it should go up to what? Jeez, that's crazy. You feel me? It's almost maxed at 5. And then her mid-range is only gonna get better. So if you wonder why she able to shoot in your face, then from 3-point range, that's why, because her 3-point shot is so high. Number 5, why I come to her, it just seemed like it's a little bit more, her fadeaway just seems to be a lot more precise to me. She definitely is OP as shit, man, but that's how she was intended to be. And number 5 is this fadeaway. Now some might say, oh, you can stop that. Try defending that shit an entire game. Somebody who really has resist. Because for the people who don't know, what's good, beast mode? For the people who don't know, you can get fadeaway resist cards. So people who sit and say, oh, I can block it, I block fadeaway pretty good. If you have fadeaway cards, fadeaway resist cards on Amanda, then you can say goodnight. Because I've seen people with fadeaway resist cards, and trust me, you can't block that shit. I don't give a fuck what you do. If people have the right kind of fadeaway resist cards on her from mid range, this shit is a tragedy for you. I'm telling you right now, she will kill you. She will fuck you up. And see, people sit sometimes and they wonder why they can't block certain shots and shit like that. It's a reason, because of resist, man. You're not putting resist. If you're not able to block shots and you're not blocking shots, then you need to be putting the proper cards on. If you can't block shots, then put jump shot block on. If you having trouble in the paint blocking people who dunk, put on balance. Put on balance, flat out. If you down here in this paint right here, you having trouble with getting dunked on by people, put on balance. I cannot stress to you enough, put on balance, sir or madam. What's good, Cranky? Put on balance. If you trying to block people who coming out here and shit like this and dunking like Jason, put on drive-in shot block and you'll destroy his ass. Balance and drive-in shot block negates that Jason shit. So I don't want to hear nobody saying that Jason dunk is OP. All you have to do is time that shit properly. If you time it properly and you have the right cards on, if I'm at 9 times out of 10, if you a center, have your centers balanced right now. And I'm sorry to leave the subject, but I'm gonna stretch this out for a second, y'all. Like I said, I have no problem at all showing what I run. Right now, I have my balanced and rebounding Clark set up. Facts. But people be crying and saying, man, how do you block his dunk? Yeah, it can be difficult if he had resist, because look, let me show you something. It can be difficult now, but this is what you have to always take into effect. If somebody is constantly dunking on you, then you see this long distance dunk defense resist, long distance defense dunk resist. Now watch this. And not only does he have that, but watch this. You see this? So think, what are you gonna use to negate resist? You know that this gonna make him dunk further, and that's a fact. Facts, because what negates it? And for the people who don't know, I'm telling y'all because I want to help y'all, what negates that shit. If I'm not running this right here with rebound, then we using balance. You feel me? And if I run balance, then I'm taking off that. Then I'm going to stretch her wingspan. I'm going to expand her wingspan. If I'm running balance, then I'm running manual block. Trust me. And I might switch this up. You don't need much with crystals. I might put a success here, but look at the balance. That's what's going to negate this. You see this? These things, this right here is the main thing that you want on some. If you can't stop somebody in the paint from dunking on you, man, I guarantee you will see a big ass difference. Look at this. I'm telling you right now. I went over to Clark. I tell you no lie, this is the stuff that I used. Tee up, join stream. Join who stream? I'm streaming right now. But yeah, anyway, when I was just running this right here, I was wondering, like, why can't I block shots? I got a +20 drive-in shot block. Why can't I block drive-in late dunks? People just dunk all over Clark. But the moment that you switch up and put this shit right here on him, look at this. Let me show y'all something. Look at his shit. Let me go from here. His drive-in shot block is 204. So I add that +20. Oh, okay, you saying you joined my stream. Appreciate that love and support, fam. When you add more balance to him, this man is a deadly stuffer under the rim, man. Trust me. He become a deadly stuffer under the rim, man. I've seen people come down with Rens and sit, and you wonder, like, how the fuck did she block my dunk? Some people, they may not have pulled anything else but this right here. You feel me? If you can't get certain cards, then just do exactly what they deal with, what they give you. Deal with what they give you. Now let me go on to my next best thing to upgrade in this game. And to me, y'all may not know it, but this is the shoot. Y'all say Kim, but no, Kim is not the shoot and touch god. The shoot and touch god in this game is him. Look at his shoot and touch. Once you max his shoot and touch, after you make a first basket, you get an additional boost. Look at this. To your shot success. And you can get shoot and touch cards. So every additional shot that you shoot from him, every successful shot that you shoot from him, that buff is gonna stay. And a lot of people don't use this properly how they should. Oh my god, man, y'all just don't know. I'm telling y'all now, I'm strongly thinking about him next, because I've been seeing a lot of misuse for this man. All people seem to do is this. That's all people seem to do is use him for. That's all people use him for. They run to the basket, hold triangle, do that. And then what happens when you get into a crunch situation, when you go against somebody like Zim, who can block that shit, who can time your double clutch? You not using what he meant to be for. Look at this. This man can pass from this. All you got to do is put a passing card on him. Look at this. This is the cards you need. If you wondering why he throw the ball out of bounds, if you wondering why he throw it away when you do pass layup, it's because you don't have this. Put this card right here on him and see the difference that it makes. Put this card on him right now. The higher your pass is over here, the higher your pass is, the further distance they will be able to throw the ball. Like me, I get Clark all the time, and I wonder, damn, why the hell he throw the ball away? Look at his passing. His passing is a 76. If I want to be a passer with him, then I need to be putting some passing on him. So guess what? When I use Crystal, in a lot of the time setups, if I don't have manual on, you know what I'm trying to do? Because I know if I play with a Kim, then I'm going to need kick out pass. Where is it? I know I definitely had a card. You need resist, first of all. And speed. You don't, I mean, these are underrated and underappreciated cards that people don't seem to use. Where the hell is that shit? Right here. And I'm gonna leave that on. I ain't taking that off. Balance. In my preferred opinion, balance. Because speed, he gonna get crashed on all day. I swear to you. He will get dunked on all damn day with speed. And don't get me wrong, if you using the dunk setup, then use speed, because you're not playing defensive. Oh yeah, that would be cool to have a loadout screen where you can switch up cars before games instead of coming all the way over here. That would be nice. That definitely would be nice. That's some, see, these ideas, man, are some things that y'all need to, you know, that you can jot down and start presenting to Joy City. Because trust me, y'all, if y'all didn't notice that last time when I spoke on shit, they listen sometimes. They do listen sometimes to shit. I mean, they may not say it, but they definitely listen to me. And you know, I'm the cursing and always raging streamer. You feel me? I'm always cussing and I'm always raging, and they listen to me. You feel me? But yeah, what was I? And listen, these are the things that's from my own personal, as far as OP. And notice how I didn't go to Clark for this. And I'm talking about this right here. When you max this shit out, oh my God. This actually could have been higher, but y'all gotta think Kim's is on the list. This, his putback is like having a shadow putback dunk. I done went against him with my Clark. Yeah, they definitely do. I told y'all, man, I said this ahead of time that it was gonna start being all about money. Everything was gonna be about money. Now they just came with this package on the 200% coin buff. I told y'all that everything was gonna be about money. Everything. Everything. They did every single thing. When y'all mention stuff, be careful what you think. Who do I think is better? Luther is a better rebounder. He's stronger. Just watch, just look at his stats. Look at his balance already at prestige 4. That's the stuff that you have to take into account right there. Look at his balance already. And see me, I was fortunate enough to get a plus 25 rebounding. So like I said, when I do prestige 5 somebody, I have a lot of stuff to take into contrast, because if they give you cards, then pay attention. If they give you a bunch of cards for somebody, then you need to look at those. That's a certain drop rate for that character. You feel me? And I try to, and see what I ended up doing was I stayed away from the drop rates for people that they gave me cards for. Early on, they gave me cards for Pedro. They gave me cards for Clark. Clark is the only person who I followed suit when they gave me cards. Clark is the only person who I said, you know what, they keep giving me these fire ass cards for him, let me follow suit. The rest, they gave me cards early on for Amanda. I didn't prestige 5 her. They gave me cards early on for Helena. A lot of them I threw away. And they gave me cards for Big Dog, and I threw them away fucking with the new system when it came out, because I didn't have a full understanding on what the combination shit meant. I thought that if you combine them, then hey, you'll get a higher block card. And when I kept getting silvers and shit back, I'm like, what the fuck is this? So it's like, man, you know what, I got pissed the fuck off because I was naive to the system. But yeah, man, tip in is definitely gonna be high up on the list on skills. This is my personal on skills that about each character. Next, and some might say that his tip in ain't more, you know, of a OP and a skilled thing. And this one you can't upgrade. But this shit right here, man, if you have 3-point resist and 3-point speed on her, say goodnight. If you have an ice cream card for 3-point speed, put it on her immediately. Put that card. I'm not one of the people who fortunate enough to make that shit, but if I ever get that fucking card, say goodnight. Say goodnight. They better not never give me 3-point release speed, shot speed on her. Ever. This shit right here, which, you know, a lot of people kind of calm down from using her. And see, right now, since I don't have, you know, certain cards, I pretty much, like I say, look, I use her as a point guard. I pretty much use her as a point guard, and I will shoot if I'm open. About prestige Murdoch with skill to level up first. On every character who you level up, this within any round of big period, this the first thing you level up. This the first thing you want to have all the way up. And I will always say it, this is the main thing you need about him. If you don't have positioning in the paint, then you no good as a big. What good are you to anyone if you no good as a big? And it's a good thing that you came to Murdoch, because the next skill on the list was gonna be him ×2. His deny intercept, and y'all can quote me on this shit right here and say that, oh, Pedro, no. The more usefulness in this is people pass to the paint. People pass to the paint. People pass into the paint all the time. And if you have his skill upgraded all the way and the centimeters on it, then that shit is say goodnight. Sleep. You might as well go to sleep. You might as well go to sleep. This dude here, I could easily put this right here on his shadow block, but people don't use that effectively like they should. Now, his manual block is next. His is better than Crystal's. His is definitely better than Crystal's. His is definitely. I don't care what y'all say. Crystal don't block shit like Murdoch do. The way his timing is, once you able to time his shit correctly and you learn how to time his shit, then you can jump early and block double clutches. You feel me? Nah. Where we at in number wise? Do this shit immediately after you upgrade his box out. If you gonna do that, which I'm not upgrading him, because I told y'all I really hadn't had too much interest in, you know, doing too much with him, to be honest. But I mean, it can go either way. I strongly advise, but that's not this shit right here. Oh my god. Oh my god, people gonna be crying for people to patch that shit, man. When people start getting cards for this shit like heavy, it's gonna be 3 of him on the court at one time. I'm telling you now, because all you basically have to do, his shooting ain't too bad as it is, and his shot form isn't too bad. Bruh, this shit right here it's sad, because characters with power rebounding just like him, when you come down, he swiped that bitch, and quickly too, and you can't jump up and get that shit. It's like unlike any other situation, it's like they give him the automatic advantage when it comes to first jump, because you kind of stunned that he stole the shit. You do not be able to immediately jump up after he do the shit. So I believe, is this 10 or is this 9? Because we can keep going. But that one right there, after you upgrade his box out up. What's good, Laurie? Once you upgrade his box out, this shit right here immediately. Don't upgrade shit else on him, but there's not even his fucking chip out. Don't upgrade this shit. Upgrade this. As fast as you can about him, upgrade this shit right here. If you using him. That shit is OP as shit. And you know, most bigs, they like to come down, especially you go against randoms. You know, they like to try to pump fake you and shit like that. And then you standing down there, I already get steals. I probably average 2 steals a game with him just by being in the low post with him off the bat. All right, and I believe that was 9. And last but not least on this list, could go either way, but notice I didn't not once say Helena. Oh, it's all good. You feel me? And we talking about the things that I seen when used correctly. I strongly encourage y'all people. This right here, that shit, people, I can't say this enough, that people don't use this shit correctly. They do not use her correctly, family. You cannot, I had to retract my words. I had to retract my words because I just thought she was useless and good for nothing after they took her shot away. But people just don't use her the correct fucking way. This hookup pass is OP as shit. And people just don't use the shit the correct way. And now I found out that you can do that shit with Jason. You can do hookup pass off Jason shit. She drive in and do hookup pass to Jason. I haven't seen nobody using that shit yet. But you can. That shit is crazy. Just think about that shit. Her using hookup pass to Jason and his already fake out double clutch. Game over. Game is won. Game is over. Because if you try to key in on her, then he coming and he can either double clutch or he can dunk on your ass. And 9 out of the 10 times you don't know when hookup pass is coming. This shit is sad that nobody ain't using this shit. Hookup pass to P5 Jason. Trust me. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. I'm telling you right now. Be on the lookout. Because once people catch on and cling to that shit, her using hookup pass, that alley-oop pass to Jason, and plus you don't even have to do it. That's the sad thing. You can either kick it to Jason or the center. You feel me? You got a Luther down there and you got a Jason, so Luther giving the Jason a boost. And look at these two things that people overlook. 9 out of the 10 times people like to go and grab the Helenas. Look at this. Shot success rate increases when matched with an opponent with the same position. If somebody bring out a point guard, she shoot better. And look at this. If you losing, she shoot better. So if you can't go wrong with her. You can't go wrong with her. Either way it goes, she shoot better. And see, to negate people who like to sit, she fast as hell. You can get 3-point shot speed. It'll be really a sad thing because a lot of people don't really use her. And if they had gave me better cards, then I would have had a better understanding of her early on. But they didn't give me better cards early on for me to have a better understanding on, you know, using her. Today I just got this card right here from out of the free shit. Everyday little shit where you level your shits up. I don't understand this whole thing. Clark throws the ball away when passing. That shit never happens to me, and I'm not using passing cards on Clark. Clark, he definitely do throw the ball away. If you, okay, let me break down this passing stuff. If there's someone swamped all over you, or you get trapped, it's a higher percentage of them throwing it away. The thing is people don't come crash the ball. Like if I get trapped by someone and I'm stuck and I can't move, that's what I mean by trapped. If I'm stuck and can't move, then people don't be coming. People don't be coming to the ball. Yeah, you can, but in a enclosed trap situation, he throw it away often. That's what I'm saying. They mainly don't just overthrow people and shit like that all the time unless you just far as fuck away. But the thing is if you trapped, it's proven. You have that right there, being trapped decreases your shot, you know, your chance of throwing the ball perfectly to someone. So if you want to throw a pass, as soon as you see your teammate trapped, come towards them. Rush towards them as close as you possibly can. Because if you stand on the opposite side of the court while they trapped, the other defender is standing in their face and face up. And trust me, being faced up by someone has the chance to negate shot success, even if they make it. Like Kim's and shit, you see they shooting in your face, you decreasing the shot success rate by facing her up, but it ain't by much, because her shot success rate be so high and her 3-point is so high, you feel me, that you can't decrease the shit by much. The only mystery person in this game that I don't understand at times why miss is Amanda. This person right here, she's already equipped with resist. Right, and they still shoot it in Carter face. You still shoot it in Carter face. Whom lately I have been, you know, turned towards more. I would have been Prestige 5 her probably a long time ago had they not done certain things to her. You feel me? Had they not done certain things to her, I would have been, you know, P5'd her. And for the people with complaints, don't complain if you haven't maxed out character shooting touch about missing who have shooting touch. I don't want to hear nobody complain about missing shots with somebody. Like, oh, he missing open threes. If you have her or Fred, max out they shooting touch first. Any character who has shooting touch, max it out first. Max they shit out first. The first thing that you should do if you have these characters, and I'm telling you this, y'all don't see me playing with Fred. Fred and Cindy probably be the players that y'all least see me play with. Least. At the least see me. But the first thing you should do as soon as you get these characters right here is max out they shooting touch. Trust me, you'll see a big difference in chance. And look, on top of that, this is what I try to tell y'all. Don't shoot immediately as soon as you step on the court with him and wonder why you miss. And then you want to call timeout to try to swap him out. Like, oh, he missed the open three. Of course he gonna miss it. Look at this. Shot success rate increases after a successful shot. That includes layups. Go lay the fucking ball up first and get his buff first before you go crazy doing anything else. Like, right now, to be honest, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, since this is what the game has come to, all day I've been sitting here debating on this package right here. Not for the ball, that manual. And see, they know that. You think that the people at Joy City don't know that shit? That better than anything in this game, people don't give a fuck about that damn buff ball 200% shit. People don't give a fuck about them tickets. That is the equivalent to $20. That the skills trainers balls is probably the equivalent to 10. This package is a real ripoff, but guess what? At the end of the day, people want that fucking intensive manual. You feel me? People want that intensive manual. Why do you think that they have it the way it is? People keep continuously looking for an event where it's gonna be a buff ball. Keep looking. Do you think that they finna sit up there? Not a buff ball, I'm sorry, an intensive manual. Do you think that this pack is gonna be in the game right here all the way to the 1st of August for them to come with the event that give you one free? Guess again. Guess again. Stop being naive and think, listen, these shits is no longer finna be like free. I'm telling you, once y'all sat and asked for more ways to do stuff, this shit right here is how you gonna get your book every 4 months. Well, 3.5 if you do the shit right. This shit right here, those green guys, they complain, and that's why you have to watch what the hell you complain about. So they say, okay, you know what? Let's make these about money. Let's make them buy the manuals. People want them bad enough. Let's make them buy them. And I sat here all day thinking like, damn, you know what? As soon as I hit level 40, I'm gonna need that book. You feel me? Cause look, I already done bought that package. You feel me? I already bought that package. The only thing that I have yet to complete about this is this. I get 30,000 coins. I get a intensive manual from this with 30,000 coins, and at 40 I get that intensive manual. So that's two. That's two. You feel me? At some point, I'm starting to think like, after this, what more do I have to accomplish in this game? What more, far as competitiveness, do I have to accomplish in this game? Because I already have 6. I already have 6 prestige 5 characters. That shit was hard enough. And then you go to 7, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. That's 6. You just made 5 back-to-back 3s with Ren. Half court. A lot of people been telling me they've been shooting real far distances with Ren. Her 3-point success ain't low, and her 3-point shot by no imagination is low. Nah, it's not this. All this do is make it more accurate. Pretty much. Because in case y'all haven't noticed, y'all haven't played with Fred and then the Ren logo pop up on Fred. Come on now, y'all start thinking now. I have played against people who literally picked Ren, and when it was the opposite possession, I sit there and say, what the fuck? Why the fuck do Fred got Ren's symbol underneath him? It's just the same. The accuracy of her shot. See, hers don't say shot success rate. It say accuracy. It say accuracy. Look at this. It says accuracy. Increased shot accuracy. You see that? Increased shot accuracy. As I told y'all, if y'all gonna use these characters, man, the main thing that you should do is upgrade shooting touch. I can make 3s from half court if I wanted to with her, because guess what? At the end of the day, the more you upgrade their shooting touch, the higher the chance is gonna be for them to make shots from anywhere on the court. Trust me, look at this. And especially if you, and each one of these numbered cards controls distance. This, right, except this, balance. Balance is the only card that's not about distance. This is how far you're gonna be able to lay it up successfully from short distance. This is how far mid range. So if you got a plus 12 mid range card on, then don't be expecting to be able to shoot far as mid range shots. You feel me? If you got plus 11 steal, don't think that the steal rate is gonna be higher. The higher the steal card, the longer your radius of being able to steal the card gonna be. Steal from people gonna be. Jump shot block. The same go with this. The higher your shit is, the farther you gonna be able to block from. Like, you see people, they jump up and block shit real high. You like, how the fuck did he block that? It's no way. Yes, the fuck it is. It's called a high ass jump shot block card. You feel me? So if it's a noob Joey or some shit and they only platinum card that they got was a high ass plus 25 jump shot block, they gonna be able to block your shit from distances. You feel me? Same for rebounding. That's how far you gonna be able to jump out with rebounding, and the higher your 3-point card is, the further back you gonna be able to shoot. So that's why I was wondering, like, damn, sometimes my Joey can shoot from further behind the 3-point line. Like, I come over here, jump out, and he can shoot a little further than he used to. Before, I had to be directly on the line. So Clark, should I have a long distance dunk speed ice cream or a long distance dunk? In my personal opinion, speed and resist. Speed and resist. If you trying to do anything with him, first of all, if you trying to dunk with him, have resist. No doubt, no matter what. If you trying to go to a dunk setup for Clark, and fortunately, when people piss me off, I will go to my dunk setup, and ain't shit you can do about it. Ain't shit that you gonna be able to fucking do about it. I put my resist cards on. You feel me? I throw these resist cards on, and it won't be shit that you can do. And I have more than one resist card. I have it for short distance, and I have another for long distance, and it's another 2-point something in here somewhere, but y'all get the picture. You feel me? But that's not the setup I'm using. Make sure you use them resist cards. If you wondering why you getting blocked from mid-range all the time, throw on some damn mid-range fucking resist cards. You feel me? That's why your ass is getting blocked, because you don't have no fucking resist on for them. You feel me? Throw on some resist for every character. Some people, I swear that it seems like you be shooting from so far. I have different setups that I use for them. You feel me? Boom. If I feel like shooting just mids, then this gonna be my setup. I'm gonna have a mid-range speed. I'm not going any further than what they have for me already set up. The shield, the one with the shield. Defense resist, the one with the shield. You feel me? Look at this. You see this? This is all about mid-range right now. That's when I'm taking those off. Have different builds for your characters. Test each build out that you do. If I'm going to a more speed savvy one or rebounding, then I switch it up. If I'm playing against people like Amanda's and shit like that, then I'm putting on my jump shot block. You feel me? When it's time for you to turn up your defense, turn up your damn defense. Put on your speed shit. Put on your blocking shit. Switch it up. If you going to drive, guess what? If you gonna drive with this and not shoot as many, then put on your damn manual layup angle. Put up your double clutch success rate. You feel me? If you driving. When I'm going to my driving setup, this is what I'm doing. This is a fact. I'm telling y'all the setup on what I'm doing. If I'm going into my driving setup, then this is what I'm doing. You see this plus 20, 24? And then guess what? Just for the hell of it, let's add another one. I have a block resist shot success rate card for Pedro. Complete steal success. You need that complete steal success. Complete steal success is when you grab the ball and you snatch it from somebody and you keep it in your hand. That's what complete steal is. When he come up to somebody And people wonder, like, sometimes he hit them with shadow steel and the ball roll away and you can't get to the ball. That's because you don't have on complete steel success. I wish we could change our cards at a time out or half time. That'll take up too much time. That'll take up too much time, to be honest. The game's already be prolonged enough, man. 48 centimeter, laugh out loud. That's behind the free throw line. Nah, you have a distance that you can and can't come from. And see, when I'm using the speed, you see that? Long distance, that's the longer the distance gonna be between you jumping towards the basket and you not. You feel me? And when I come from back here, which is one step further right here on that same old video that I had, how to dunk from anywhere, how to dunk from longer distances and how to dunk with characters, I put the line right here. You see this little crack on the court? Right back here is where you gonna be able to take off from. You feel me? And see, mix it up. If you dunk one play, the next play use double clutch. You don't have to always do the same moves with Joey. Like I said, I can't explain enough that you don't always have to come to this side when you on that side of the court. Sometimes mix it up. Look, you have a whole look. Boom, come forward. Now you just threw your defender off because they thinking you coming this way. And that's why I listed his side hop as the #1 on my list for, you know, the toughest things that you can guard and the best thing that you should level up. It can be stopped. People definitely stop it. So people who sit and cry about nerf and shit, what y'all trying to do? Make Pedro the god on the god of 3-on-3? You have to do something from this guy right here. You have to have moves to get the fuck away from him. Each character supposed to have some kind of move to get the fuck away from him, or else you will sit and duck. And for people to say, oh, nerf this, nerf this, nerf this, if you keep on hollering about nerf this, then that's why he able to tackle the shit out of people. And guess what? You hollering about nerf this, and guess what? They ain't decrease her shit by much, but guess whose they did decrease? Hers. Be careful on what the hell y'all new people who haven't put no fucking time in on this game be hollering about. Don't sit and say about nerf and shit if you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Each fucking skill on this game have a way that you supposed to counter that shit and ways to react to the shit. If you have a fucking Amanda and a Pedro is guarding you, look at this. It's something right here that y'all don't fucking understand. And y'all don't fucking use because y'all don't upgrade this right here. Jab step speed. If you have your shit upgraded and there's card for it, if you do this shit and he charge your ass, guess what? He gonna go right past you. He gonna look stupid as hell when he slither right on past you. And then you open for a shot, because if you miss out on something like that, if you swipe, notice how if you swipe for the ball and you miss, that's why as soon as somebody swipe and miss, I shoot immediately, because the game thinks you're wide open. It's making them pay. Learn your triggers for each character. Learn the places that you supposed to be at. Learn the ways to do shit. Stop crying. If you crying about him, then do something about him. I'm telling you now, I make his ass look stupid a lot. They don't have no choice but to get him for me. I make his ass look stupid as shit. Now, I ain't a 3-on-3 teacher. I mean, I just want to help everybody to make everybody better. If you have a problem at this game, I know how I feel to be ass. You feel me? I had my time. I had to go through it. Did I do some of the same shit? Yes, I made some of the same critical mistakes as a random. You feel me? As a random, I made some of the same kind of critical mistakes coming in, but over time you adjust. And one thing about me, every day, sometimes I get on and people, they look, and the first thing that they do, and they say, well, how are you able to do this? Because I come here every day, rebounding, working on my blocks. No, I'm not the best at it. I come, do a couple repetitions to get myself set up for when I'm playing a game. Another thing, Don't just go into a match without setting up some kind of strategy, because you're gonna be confused and look stupid against teams who already have their shit down. When you come in with your crew, the first thing you should do when you start your lineup is to communicate with those people and, hey, what we doing, who you running with, so that way it's no confusion on who you picking, because you're gonna waste the time out. Don't sit up there and waste the time out because you dumbfounded and don't know who the fuck the person picking. If you in a crew, you have crew chat. Ask them who the hell they picking and who they running with. If I know that them Dot running with Fred, then I'm getting Lulu so I can give him more space to be able to do his shit. Because he don't have any off the dribble moves, I'm setting him up to fail 90% of the time. Because if it's a Pedro on Fred chasing him and I don't have nobody spacing out, his first move is his most critical move that he gonna make. So guess what? If I have a Lulu, I'm spacing out, giving him space. And guess what? If they come down to crash to help the big does, then I got Lulu outside to bust your ass. You feel me? Shooting a shot to make you pay for that shit. Pay attention to how people play you. That's why I don't understand. People make this game harder than it should be. Common sense should tell you, if somebody's controlling the basketball, don't run up on them. If you have a Carolina, why the fuck would you come up and set a screen for a Carolina? Somebody please tell me what's going to happen if you set a screen near a Carolina. This is common sense. If you set a fucking screen near a Joey, stay the fuck away from them. They have moves that provide them with drive speed, just like Professor. Why the fuck are you setting screens for Professor? Don't come setting no fucking screen for these kind of characters, because there's no telling where they're gonna go. When Professor dribble, who the fuck can predict where in the fuck he going once he start his dribbling and once he start using his shit? You don't know where the fuck Joey gonna side hop at. You don't know where the fuck I'm trying to side hop. So guess what? If I side hop and I'm already thinking in my head like where I'm side hopping, and you come up and set a screen, do you know how pissed off I'm gonna be because you set that screen and I missed the brick a lot already missing? Don't fucking set screens for these characters. Period. Joey don't need no fucking screen. Carolina don't need no fucking screen. Professor don't need no fucking screen. Them characters don't need screens. I see people get Krista and they come setting screens for Joey. Don't set no fucking screens for dribbling characters. They have a way for you to get away from people. And if you set a screen by somebody, then guess what? Exhibit A, this is what the fuck gonna happen. That person who's supposed to be guarding them, now they can come play help defense on them. You feel me? You just caused your own teammate to get double teamed, dummy. And yeah, I'm saying dummy because it's dumb what you doing. The best thing you can do to provide for these kind of characters right here is to stay the fuck away from them. Stay the fuck away from them. If I have her and I'm dribbling, let me come right here to explain shit furthermore so I can show y'all in detail on the court. Okay, say for instance, if I'm dribbling with this crazy ass dribble, you feel me? You come over here where I'm at on this side and set a screen. So I have a person to my right and a person to my left now. So guess what? If I was planning on shooting, you just negated that shit. So guess what? Who the hell I'm gonna pass to? You screening. So guess what? It's going to throw the ball over here to the opposite person because you was in the screen and unable to receive the pass. It's going to throw it to this person and I might throw it away now, as a result of you coming up to me setting the screen. So if you space out, I'm able to pass it to you over here. If you right here setting the screen, you cannot give the ball to somebody while they in a screen. Ren is a perfect example. If you come up and she do her pass fake to you while it's a screen up, she throw the ball away. Communicate, people, communicate. Let somebody know that you finna be setting screens. Call that shit ahead of time. Another thing that people don't do, as soon as somebody, come on, use your fucking head. Just because somebody say screen, if I'm saying screen on defense, that does not mean that I'm telling you the next play to come set me a screen. I'm telling your ass to pick up the fucking screen. You feel me? Pick up that fucking screen. I'm getting screened. Why the fuck is you standing under the basket? You got this chick right here. You got her standing under here while they doing screen dash up here. So guess what? I get screened, and now the Kim over here while your sorry lazy ass up under the basket down there. You feel me? It's the small things that people don't pay attention to that they do that end up costing you games. And that's one thing that sets me off the most and pisses me off the most, because I be explaining this shit. And see, people, they come to me and they ask me questions and shit. Don't ask me questions about shit if you don't want to learn this shit, if you don't want to know. Because when you start doing crazy shit, to me, it's like a slap in the face, because I've been sitting and explaining this shit for fucking hours on stream to you. And then you get in game and you start making a fool out of me doing this crazy shit. It's nothing worse. It's no worse feeling. And I don't care. People say, oh, it's just a game. It's no worse feeling than to get beaten badly by a team you knew that you pick on easily, that you just terrorize the shit out of them. Like, hell no, I should beat that. Because guess what? Them teams right there, they gonna rub it in the most. Like, ha ha ha, motherfucker, throw you down, do they little slap five and all that shit there to you. You feel me? And you looking like, you sorry motherfucker. If I didn't have this motherfucker on my team, I would have blew your sorry ass out because I beat you all the time. But because Mr. Superhero want to come set screens and shit, now I'm missing shots. You feel me? Now I'm missing all my shots and shit like that. It's bad enough that you already have to deal with the servers and how laggy they be, but you gotta sit and go in a match and play with somebody who's supposed to be your teammate and go against them too. And now they looking stupid at you because you telling them do they damn job. Another thing, on defense, which I shouldn't have to fucking explain, every time that Kim pump fake, you don't have to jump. Wait and pay attention to tendencies that a person does. If that person use quick jump all the time, then you, as soon as they get that bitch, jump to block they shit. If this person is pump faking all the time, and I got her, if I got any character, I'm gonna just use her as an example. If I have her and a person is pump faking, which most Kims do, swipe at that shit. Use the X button to swipe at it. That's what X is for on defense. But notice how I said pay attention to their tendencies, what they like to do. If they running a lot of dash and shit and you standing directly in front of them, 9 out of 10 times, majority of the time, they gonna pump fake. They not finna just majority of the time shoot that shit in your face if you standing right in their face. Use your brain. Every time I see Kim come onto the court, the first reaction that people do, they start jumping. They immediately start jumping. It's like boom. She come, she dash, and then all of a sudden you see somebody jump. It's like, oh shit, ain't no worse feeling. Carter debuff definitely need a fucking buff. Carter fucking debuff definitely need a fucking buff, man. Carter's debuff need a buff bad, man. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Lonnie. I give this man a buff that's supposed to help. Now, I'm not saying to the point to where it's hard enough to get in position with him, y'all. It's hard enough to get into position with him chasing down a Kim a lot of the time, and then she's still able to shoot a lot of them shots in your face. His shit don't barely even work. Everybody shoot the shit right in this man's face, and you stand there like, how the fuck did he make that? Because they don't have it great enough. This shit right here for him should say greater chance instead of a chance. But to be fair and be honest, he is equipped with a lot of shit to stop them now. His steel ain't bad now. He still ain't bad, so let's be fair. He do have a lot of shit now that this right here helps him get in position for it. This right here helps him in the passing lanes. You feel me? And the shot success rate of jump shot is dramatically. You see that? It say dramatically, but it's sad. It's sad because it barely worked. And actually, it's sad. It's more sad. The skill is hard to balance. It can be easily OP, right? You feel me? That's what I'm saying. That's why I say be careful. Be careful now. Because if they do buff this shit and you 10 feet away from his ass after they buffed it, you're going to be mad as hell. Because think about it. A lot of skills work when the character is highlighting you. The character who's highlighting you means the arrow is pointing at you underneath them. That's why a lot of time you miss shots. I told y'all before, the character who on defense can make you miss. You feel me? Just because of signal. It could be ping or it can be lag, either or. And like I said, they need to slightly, I would say they need to adjust it more so. They need to adjust it more so. If they gonna buff it, then do a small buff on it. You feel me? You can't just have him to where they miss every shot. Oh yeah, that's a clean hard fact, man. I shit on him. I don't really pay his ass no attention. And see, that's what he's not supposed to be for. You feel me? If Pedro can shadow steal, then his shit should be damn near the same, because you have to get in position. You do have to get in position to be fair. You have to get in position for that to even be a factor in things at all. You feel me? And hold on, y'all. I'm gonna take a quick phone call if y'all patient. My bad, y'all. My apologies. I had to pick up my watch. Had just ordered a watch, smart watch, because the last one I had was having connectability problems, but it just arrived. Okay, so anywho, now it does definitely need to be adjusted, because like I said, you have to be fair when you take this stuff into consideration. If I'm using him, not only do I have to come play defense and chase somebody down, but I have to get in position properly. And that's why it should be, you know, greater. It says drastically, but it doesn't seem drastically. How much is drastically? See, it would be nice if it was something that you upgrade. You feel me? If you gonna do that, have it as something that you can upgrade, so you know, just like with this, you see, you can upgrade the deny intercept. Some characters, he don't have centimeters on his, he just has success. With Murdoch and Helena, if I'm not mistaken, they have centimeters for their deny intercept. So you see, it's kind of difficult for him. You see the distance. You see, deny intercept distance. He don't have distance. All he have is success. So each one of his moves you have to be in position for. He don't do them at a strong radius like they do, like Helena, Pedro, and whoever else. Everybody who had a shit. I ain't gonna name them all. Max and everybody else who have the ability to do it. He have to be in position for everything he do, and it says drastically. Which, I mean, I can understand against Amanda. You know, she can pretty much negate that from mid-range with hers. But Kim don't come with no damn shield. You feel me? Kim don't come with a shield. And see, like I also say, man, to be fair, when you guarding Kim's, think about what she do have. Right now at Prestige 4, her mid is at 196. That's tough. Her 3-point shooting is at 221. That's rough. So think about everything that you take into account when you think about how much can you really drastically deter her shot. If she don't have resist cards, then it's no way that he should be, you know, she shouldn't be missing, because you could put on resist cards from people and pretty much negate his shit. And that's why it says drastically. But if drastically ain't working, then they need to rethink that. Just like, you know, I can name a few people. Something need to be done about this right here. I understand that y'all that they saying slasher mode and all this shit here, but they definitely they really need to upgrade this shit, man. She can't be a shooting guard, man, and missing shots, in my opinion, because that set her back so far from everybody else. That set her apart so far from everybody else, man. You gotta go because stream was dope. No doubt, man. I appreciate that, man. They gotta do something about this. It's sad, and I'm not just saying this because I P5'd her. I give my critical analysis on every character in this game. You gotta do something about this, man. I'm not too concerned with the 3-point shooting, but from mid-range, you gotta raise that. She shouldn't be missing wide open twos. And it's sad because you can easily say that, but look at him. Look at how much higher his is in comparison to hers. You feel me? What else can you do? So you telling me that I have to put a mid-range ice cream card on him for him to make twos? His shit damn near full. His shooting is damn near full. Nope. No, everybody know who my favorite character is right here. I just gotta get some better cards for her. I've been pretty much putting her on a seat lately, and she missed me. It's more so because look how people, do y'all really understand just how high her mid-range shooting is? Like I said, I'm not too concerned with her missing threes because her 3-point shot is not the best. But I don't have shooting cards for her, and that's what hurts me. You feel me? The only shooting cards for her I have are from 3. And that's to stretch the defense. So every now and then she might make one or two a game. I put these cards right here on for the bigs who like to pump fake against her and then try to dunk on her, so I can have kind of a chance of swatting that shit away from their ass. I thought I had cards for her. You feel me? Previously I said, you know what, hell yeah, I put the spin speed on her and I'm gonna go crazy. But then what about the success of her layup? Then you take away from the success of her making the layup. You feel me? You feel me? So you taking away from that, and like with each character, for everything you upgrade, there's always a takeaway from it. Should I have 2 mid success cards on Joey or a side step card also? In my personal opinion, if you gonna shoot mids with him, I just use 1 and then a speed card, because I haven't, most characters they have it, but I haven't pulled the distance card for him. And it's right there. You feel me? Side hop, step, distance. I haven't seen anyone with distance. Is that possible? I haven't pulled the distance card for him. And I mean, it's right here. Side hop, step, distance. But I mean, to be honest and be fair, how fair would that be if you could upgrade, if you could get cars for his side hop, step, speed, his distance? That shit wouldn't be fair at all to me. But you can get cars for this. I mean, it's kind of tricky with him, because for each one of these things about him, you can upgrade more except turn. Right. 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 I agree. I also agree. And just, what that was, yesterday or the day before yesterday, I believe it was the day before yesterday, Zay just showed me something that I did not know, really. Like, I'm like, damn, did I have that card before and get rid of it? A plus 20 euro step distance. Whoa, my God. Are you serious? You feel me? So it's a lot of cards and stuff in this game that I'm still pretty much kind of learning a lot more on, and I'm trying to assess the more and more. So people, they screenshot me their cards, because of course I show them mine. You feel me? I'm open any character who I have cards on, I show them every card. I don't give a fuck about what card. It's how you defend. It don't matter what card you got, it's how you defend it. Yeah, it ain't no distance. I done spent $2,000 on him. Over the course in time of having him, I done spent probably like $2,000, and that's no exaggeration. Oh man. I can see your joy cards real quick. Can you see them? Yeah, sure. That's these aren't people overprotective over cards. I don't give a fuck. It's how you gonna defend them. You can know what the fuck I have on all day. This is what I just use this for purposes. I used it. See, why you can't defend it is because I have different setups for how I use him. Like I said, this is not what I use on certain matches. In certain instances, like I showed, I use the speed lineup. I use the shot blocking one When I'm playing defensive, you feel me? Look, see, when I'm going mid, I'm gonna use speed. I use different ways, and I add success. You feel me? It's different ways, and then I put on mid range. What's the go-to? Right here. You got to defend it. You can do this all. You can sit and look at it all you would like, but when they get on the court, they got to defend it. They got to know exactly what I'm doing, because guess what? If I'm shooting threes, if I'm a threat from three for him, then where am I most dangerous with him? If I'm a threat from three, what's the most dangerous thing about a 3-point shooter? People think it's they 3-point shooting. Hell nah. It's not a 3-point shooting. It's the threat of them shooting the three. Can you do your intro? I love your intro. But no, I won't do the intro right now. His biggest threat, if you see a Joey who can shoot threes, people start concentrating on the 3-point line. So guess what? When I use this speed right here to run past your ass, don't look crazy. Did I have another? No, I guess that 12 was the highest. When I use this right here, this normal movement speed, for my first step to get away from your ass and get the fuck around you. And see, the thing is, on why I use that to stretch the floor is because of him. That's why I started using the 3-point build on him, because him, you make him pay. When he reach, if you able to shoot a 3 on his ass, you make him pay for coming at you and reaching. And if I'm gonna be playing in, like, when cruise season come, then I'm taking these off. You want to see if my Clark cars are better than yours? Here you go. There you go. There you go. Is collision angle? Collision resist is. Is my game broken? Cause every time I try to start up 3-on-3, it say servers are down. Sometimes it do that. You got platinum mid? I wish I had platinum mids. You feel me? If I had platinum speed cards for him from this build, then I would take these off, because this ain't, man, shooting these ain't promised. It's a threat. You feel me? It's not promised to you. You got to understand how to use them. You got to understand how to use them. Majority of the time when he able to shoot threes the most is when you down. And you got to be open and know when to pass out of the situations, because when you up, he pretty much don't make them as much. People think that that shit be easy for you to make them. I got 2 gold boxed out strength cards, 2 gold power rebound distance cards, and platinum movement speed and platinum rebound for ice cream. Jesus Christ. Right. And yeah, but you also gotta take into contrast also the positioning that I'm gonna get. See, if you put rebounding on, then these cards right here, I'm adding strength. It's the positioning that I'm gonna be able to get. And see, you have 2 goals, so you gonna beat me in distance. And with the rebound card, you'll beat me in distance. But sometimes I will be able to negate things and beat you with the position. Collision angle is stopping them. When they stick their hand out, I use that all the time on Joey when I'm in a defensive build. Hold on, Lonnie. When I'm in a defensive build with him, I put this on. This is when he stick his hand out to stop somebody. This works best with this. Face up speed and collision angle pretty much go together. If you guarding somebody like a Carolina or a Joey and other characters who crossing over and shit like that, his hand reaching out touching them stop them right where they at. They stop completely. And face up speed pretty much clog up the lanes. And then if you add in a steel card, which I do this stuff, I use so many different ways with characters. I have a plus 20 steel card for him, you feel me? So if I'm thinking about playing all defensive and I just want to lay the ball up and go striker mode, then I'm putting on layup resist cards. There's so many ways that I use him. Nobody will ever know how I'm feeling on here, feeling like using Joey today. You feel me? And that's the thing about characters, man. They versatile. You can use them, and so you can use him in a lot of different ways. But collision angle is when you on defense and you faced up and somebody try to run past you or something like that, and he stick his hand out and touch him. You'll see his hand in that stance. Yeah, it's a defensive card. Collision resist right here is offense. Right here, when you dribbling fast, you have that chance of getting around them. Yeah, I got ISO cards. Danny, I just showed them not too long ago the setup that I use for ISO Clark. But William should be, William, in my honest opinion, should be top 5 in best characters in the game, but best small ball player, period. He the best way to play small ball. Like I said, this man right here he top 3. He should be top 3 if it wasn't for them fucking his moves up. On who? It depends on who you using them on, Ash. Facts. I do too. I use them very often. If I was you, I would put one of these, depending on how high you have your card, how high you have it. I put collision resist on in one slot for her, and drive speed in the other. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of the people who was able to get collision resist for her. But yeah, William should be top 3 in this game on best characters, man, because the way that you can use him and the way his buff's set up, man, it ain't nothing that this man can't do. I'm really disappointed that I'm scared to use him. And that's sad when it's a whole ass character in this game that you scared to use. It's sad because if you use his move, it's a chance that he might pause in action and you don't know what the fuck going on and you get the ball stolen. People use his move. Sometimes I sit there and wait. You try to steal the shit, it's like, oh yeah, or some shit, whatever the fuck he say, and then they score, and you like, huh? How the fuck did they score if I can't even see it? I mean, I wouldn't say that she underrated because a lot of she a pain in the ass, to be honest. Some of the first good players in this game used to use her mostly for defense. So I wouldn't say that she definitely ain't off the radar. So I have a 6.3 collision angle goal. What do you recommend? Steal, success, or collision? On Carolina, I use both. Like I say, all I can do is give y'all when I'm using my steel build. When I use my steel build on her, I put that plus 20 on. I put that this is exactly what I do. I throw this platinum complete steel right here on, and I use steel speed. You feel me? The higher this is right here is the higher she gonna be able to steal from you from. Like some people, they be like, damn, I crossed over here. She can steal farther if you got this on. She gonna be able to steal from further. When you have a higher steal card in the ice cream slot, she'll be able to steal farther. The success of it depends on your positioning. So you can have a good success card, but you got to be in the right position. This right here card is for up close. This card right here is for up close. You feel me? If I had this card right here that I have on Helena for Carolina, I would have no complaints, absolutely none. See what I use the stamina recovery if I'm using intercept success. See, think about that. Stack your cards based on how you use people. Because she got high ass success. Right here. That's what you gonna want to use on your characters and have steel right here. Success, steel, and steel speed. They gonna get you a long way on characters with a higher steel. Carolina don't have low steel, don't have low defensive skills. Her shit is high. But the reason why I put this right here is because from time to time I get in the passing lanes and use intercept. And you know intercept requires stamina. I usually use plus 20 steel card, 13% steel success, and gold collision angle card on her. It's a defensive build, and I might throw some mids in so she can stretch. You definitely need mid-range cards on her for shooting, man. Me, to kind of like balance things out, I usually use what the fuck, I need that Helena intercept card on my Helena. Man, I seen people with two of them, and they don't do shit with her but fucking use the shit platinum, man. They don't do shit but use that shit. 2 platinums right here. 2 platinum H right here. Steel card here. Platinum. Some people, man, they build they have on her is just ridiculous. I use her, but I don't use her too often. I use him, but I don't use him too often. I use him, but not too often. It's some characters I don't use too often. I rarely ever use Lee. I rarely ever use Cindy, even though, you know, I just came around more so towards her. I rarely use Amanda. but I'm gonna start using her more. A lot of characters, I rarely use him. I rarely use him ever. That's why he's still P3. That's why he's still Prestige 3, because I rarely even use him. I rarely use Jason. But I do sometimes just to have a laughing moment. I use him more so now, and I rarely use Ren. A lot of people like, damn, you got a P5 Ren? They barely see her. You feel me? When people think me, the first thing they think majority of the time is him. They think him. They forget about her. They forget about him. They forget Krista. And they forget Carolina. I have the range. I need the success on her. That's true. I would rather have the range. The range just seemed to do more for them. Just like with Pedro, the range just seemed to do more. And y'all see, I ain't really been fucking with these characters. I ain't messed with nothing of hers in a long time. And I gotta start back upgrading my skills trainers balls. It's only one, so shit, we'll have to play with random. Nah, that ain't happening right now. If I ever get Jason, I'ma use him 24/7. When I think about the P5 Clark in Carolina, cause I like comparing my characters to other people. That's what you have to do. That's what I do. As soon as I play again, like I'm telling y'all, this shit is a fact, that as soon as I play somebody, I start thinking on what they did right, the way they did it and how they used them. You have to incorporate that shit into your game, man. I told y'all, people say, oh, that's stealing. No, the fuck it ain't. They're a character for a reason. Incorporate that shit into your game. It's always best to be versatile. Don't sit and try to do one thing with characters. Always try to be as versatile as you possibly can with them, to give yourself a certain leverage. Like if you want a P5 Joey, learn moves. Now I'm about to get off in a second and go and find me some dinner before it get late. I try not to eat after 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to find some dinner. I'm about to get off. And shit, the neat one of the, and Dan, my bad, Dan, one of the few people don't really give a damn about what position he play. He just get the job done. But shit, send me an ad, Dan. We'll definitely link up, man. You learned a lot from me and Shadow. Definitely. I learned a lot from Shadow. But you know, one thing about it is, you know, learning and applying. You have to learn stuff from people, and you have to take stuff into your own account. Like I say, every game that I play, before I even start playing, sometimes people are sending invites and I be on the practice court. You play with a big in these situations, and you trying to get better at blocking or rebounding. Select who you trying to get better with my bad, y'all, the mic came out. Select who you trying to get better with rebounding. Come here. You don't have to do the best, but what it does is create muscle memory for that character on the second flashes. You feel me? Practice. You don't have to get them all. Just start. Oh, okay. That's when I'm in position. This Luther in here, to be honest with y'all, if I you know, say anything, this is the strongest Luther that you gonna face. Him right here. If you trying to get better at positioning yourself for box outs and stuff, this Luther right here is gonna be the strongest in this game you face. Period. He right here for a reason. Missed that one. Ah, his dumb ass ain't jump. Pay attention to the flashes. See, Luther can jump on the first flash. That's why I would miss that one. Clark can't jump on the first flash because his ass can't fucking rebound like Luther can. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's just me giving an example, man. God damn, what the fuck I did? Took off his damn card? Because he jumping little as shit. See, Luther can jump on the first flash. Sometimes they be cheating in this little mode. It'll only be one flash and it immediately be for his ass. You feel me? But y'all get the picture. Bob, push his ass as far as you can. Push him as far as you can on this damn court. And see, the more you do it, facts. The more you retry this shit with him, I ain't gonna keep on going into the shit because y'all pretty much know. And I tell y'all everything that I do. Every single thing that I do, I cannot explain the shit more. Each day I come right in there. It get me into the muscle memory of tapping the button. Win the tap, 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 win the tap. You feel me? Win the tap, win the tap. Constantly. And for blocking, if you having trouble with Clarks, bring your ass in here. If you seeing ISO Clark all the damn time, bring your ass in here with whoever the fuck you trying to block his shit with. Look at the characters up there on the top of the leaderboard from Japan. You see how they use what they do? You see who at the top? Crystal. So that's pretty much gonna be the best person for you to be blocking ISO Clark with resist. You feel me? Put your balance on. Damn, it seemed like I just did jobs. But man, I can't say it enough, man. If you going against ISO Clark, man, you just spray and pray. That's all you can do is pray you block it, because with resist and dunk speed, that shit hard as hell to block. But you gotta have positioning and timing, man, and you can block it. It can be done. Another day not getting shit from these. It's all, man, they shouldn't be giving no damn beginner's manuals in the little red one though. I'll take a small drink before I take them stupid ass beginner's manuals. But they do come in handy though, because they did they thing for Max. So I ain't gonna lie on that. They did they thing for Max. But yeah, man, I'm sorry to have talked y'all head off today, man, but that's what today's stream was about, man. I was trying to kick it with y'all and go ahead and discuss a few things about, you know, certain skills and stuff like that. Nah, they'll never do that. They'll never do that. You ain't never got to worry about none. Don't, like I said, and I'm gonna say it again, don't worry about them being free. You might as well not pay attention to them shit. What up, Renell? Phil? Strongest Luther is yours, Luther. Shit and bricks. Facts. That shit hard as hell to stop. You got to sit and spray and pray. and be in position. I've seen people who have good time and block that shit with a Lulu though. Zim, your Luther is strong. First time watching the stream? Well, welcome to the channel, fam. Much appreciation. Thank you for coming through to support. Yo, Luther is strong, but he can be negated. Trust me. Let me go ahead and shut that down. It's definitely all about footwork and positioning, because your Luther can be strong as shit, but he lacks one thing, buddy. These cars right here, these silvers. So if I see them, y'all already know what's coming. If I see you with your strong ass Luther, I'ma beat his ass to the punch every time and box out. So he can be as strong as you want him to, but he ain't beating no character who already got speed to get into the box out stance. Period. As soon as that ball get released, boom, I can now tap the R1 button. As soon as that ball get released, I can tap it. Luther ain't gonna be able to get in his stance fast enough for box out. Now if you got a high enough rebound card and you get in position correctly, then you'll be able to beat me to the spot and to the ball. But trust me, speed negates strength. Strength, you can push a person back as far as you fucking want to, and it's hard for them to get loose from it once you touch them with that strength, once you touch them with it. But if you using people properly, like I say, I like shit Murdochs, pretty much when I go against Murdochs, that pretty much be like tough. Murdochs and crystals, because see, I got all this strength. I got all this strength on him, but no speed. You feel me? So that's why sometimes I have to switch it up. You see this? I have to switch it up and add some speed. You feel me? Always be versatile with your characters and how you use them and when you use them. And that's a fact. His Murdoch definitely, to me is harder to rebound on than his Murdoch. And that's just because, like I said, the toughest defender who I played against on this game, period, defensive wise, I'm gonna just go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. The two toughest people on this game, the best person who I ever played against far as all around in game, is REK Sensei. Some people might disagree. The toughest person to me in every facet of playing this game who I played against defense wise is power rebound. Long distance rebounds is power. It's just like it say, powering, outpowering them. And you can just so happen to add defense. But the best player who I played against is like who the most composed, and I seen in every situation, was RDK Sensei. When that man on his game, whoever he is, that man is a monster. Some people might disagree, but I can just give mine. And the toughest defensive wise is Zim. Defense wise and help defense wise, Zim is a god. That man is a straight up god in help D. You ain't gotta worry about no help D. When Zim on the court, you can say goodnight. That man be out there defending shit, come back to the basket, grab the rebound. You like, damn, how the fuck did he get over there that fast? You feel me? But offensive wise and total package, the toughest person I ever faced and the best person who I ever played against in this game, far as like overall, is RDK Sensei. I know some of y'all do know him. RDK Sensei. That man is a monster, man. I don't know if he foreign or what, but you catch the man playing with randoms just like it's nothing. Just like it's nothing. I don't listen, to be honest, a lot of people can negate, but I don't think it's nobody who just all out destroyed RDK Sensei. I don't think you can just all out destroy that man. You think he in your crew? If I could pick, if I had to pick, then that'll be my first draft pick. Period. Cause I know what he gonna do. Now some people might say, hey, you know, they up for the challenge and they up for the task, but ain't no stopping that man. You can't stop him, man. When he on his game, he playing with randoms. Now I'm telling you, man, when that man is on his game, man, that man is a fucking beast. That man is a beast. And I can't, and Lord knows I can't imagine it being 3 of him on one court. 3 of that man on one court. Say goodnight. Say goodnight. That's why sometimes it just don't feel right for me to be, you know, I be wanting to play with better people, but sometimes it just almost don't be seeming fair to me. Sometimes it just don't seem fair to play with people on like a god tier in this game. Y'all don't never get that feeling when you play with god tier players on this game, how unfair and unbalanced it seems. It just seems real boring that way. The just all out crush and destroy the shit out of every single person you play. You know, sometimes it's funny, but then again, you have to have roles. It'll be games where I don't score no points and just rebound. I'll be fine with that. As long as the person who out there scoring go get theirs, I'm fine with that. But see, a lot of times you have that ego. People like, oh, I want to do that. I want to be scorer. Okay, be scorer. Then what? When you can't, when you not scoring, I don't want to be the one who have to score with Crystal. I don't want to be the person who have to take all the scoring with Crystal. You can't freeze up, man. You have to let every single person on this game know what you about, man. You have to stand out. You can't just play the people who trash and then soar against them. The best bigs. I'm saying all around. But you probably right. And the best big that I played against is Jiggy Crystal. Everybody else is pretty much debatable. Like every so seldomly they get the best of things, and then you know I get the best of them. It go both ways. I'm talking about just all out. Like with every character, it's just tough to fuck. It's just tough when that man is on his game and he locked in. He on some shit. Like I said, as far as defense wise, Zim is definitely duh. Dan, have you started taking it seriously playing? Because you would be right there if you took it seriously. It just don't it don't be seeming like you take it serious to be in that discussion. It just don't seem like you be taking it serious. RDK is from Asia. That man is tough. But see, the crazy thing is I don't see him doing all that shit that Asian players do, the lagging and shit. I don't never see that from him. You know, some Asian players, it's like they have a resist about them. You know what I'm saying? Like almost an extra ability. Like if you played against like certain people from Asia, you definitely know the difference. Now you like, damn, he got to resist. It's like a wall in front of his ass. You feel me? But it don't seem like, you know, oh, Canada, okay, see, that explain it. You feel me? He don't have that shit. I don't be seeing that resist from him. When you play against RDK Sensei, it's just like he just like playing against you. But them Asian players and Euro people, when they play, shit, they come blocking crazy shit. Facts. And that's what I'm saying, Dan. It just don't seem like you be pretty much taking it serious. See, every game that I play, I want to destroy you. Every person who I go against, I don't give a damn who it is. Every game that I play, I want to kill your character. I want to kill everything about your ass. Sometimes I'll play around or some shit with randoms. Yeah, man, that man just go crazy, man. That man be sitting out there doing all kind of amazing shit. And I don't really think that he take it serious, RDK. I don't even be seeing him take it serious. But y'all, I don't know if y'all seen Beefy lately. Beefy Professor go fucking nuts. Beefy fucking Professor go crazy. I don't know what the fuck he got on that professor of his. Have y'all seen Beefy lately? That man Professor is like a fucking god on the fucking court. Now where the hell is this shit at? Oh, up there on that sign. Hold the fuck up. Can somebody please tell me how the fuck kid got his ass up here on this shit? Ah, look at this, you motherfucker. I ain't know you could jump up on that shit. You absolutely right. That's one of the things that make me rage the most about it being imbalanced. That's one of the things that make me rage the most. How it's not balanced. Yeah, it's not, man. They really need this game. Really need that balancing patch. Like I said, man. Before I do anything with this game, like I said, I did think about buying that so I can get that other ball. But at the same time, I also thought about, damn, what good is it gonna do if people still just running around lagging and warping the fuck around every damn well? Characters ain't shooting like they supposed to from where they supposed to be shooting from. I'm having Clark getting blocked all the time by Cindy's. A Luther can't block it, a Krista can't block resist, but a little ass Cindy come up and just rock the shit out of my dunk. And I'm just saying, I'm just stating, period. It's a lot of shit that need to be tweaked in this damn game and balanced out. You guessing that it's coming out next Wednesday? I can't. I'm not even sure, fam. I don't have nothing for it. I would rather for them to take their time and take a whole day. Just take a whole day, man, and fix all that shit, man. Don't come and say, oh, we patched this and then boom, everybody get on, and every one game, every 2 games, it's a blue screen. Is Williams supposed to block dunks? Yeah. If you got drive-in shot block on him, William a very good blocker. As you can see, his drive-in shot block and his jump shot block are pretty special for a small forward. He's not a power forward, he's a small forward. That's special. 145. And plus, if you get somebody with a balance card on him, his balance, look, it go, if you get a +20 or somebody luckily enough to get a platinum balance card, then shit, you definitely gonna be able to dunk. If I had him, if I had a platinum balance card for him, I would P5 him immediately. When I play with crew, I do try. It's just that if I'm randoms or something, I wouldn't be trying my best in some pointless ass game. I just don't have the composure for them. Alright, man. Appreciate you coming by, Dan. But yeah, if I had a platinum balance card for William, I would P5 him immediately, because I would use him as a big. You feel me? I would have P5'd him immediately. It's a lot of characters who I potentially could have done things with, who I just wasn't fortunate when I pulled cards for them. Some of them I didn't get cards for, and some of them I did get a couple cards for. It just didn't. So I'm stuck in between a point guard for the next one, because like I said, when I hit 40, which is this been the slowest week that I ever had since I played this game. This has been the slowest week with crew that I had. This has been the slowest fucking week right here that I had with playing with crew. I've only been in like one serious run since I've been this week. One serious run. You can't provide content and games if you sitting here majority of the time losing with these guys right in here. So later I'm gonna have to scuffle to try to figure out some kind of way, because I haven't even been having the coins to get my skills trainers basketballs, 4 of them each day. So it's pretty much like settle. God, shit, thanks for not kicking me out. So shit, I just pretty much get 3 right now. And y'all know I like to have 4. So if I do end up with 3,000 coins, then I'll buy another one. But yeah, man, anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. It's been your boy Man with T. Up gaming until the next stream. Hold on, somebody done dropped a comment. You want a P5 William? By all means do so, man. He just more so scared me, man. He more so scared me because of his moves, man. His move have always had a glitch. He always did something crazy with this hop step shit. It's always been a glitch to it, whether he was turning into the professor or doing some crazy shit, or he was just stuck in each motion. That's one of the things that I don't like, because this one of the moves that stand aside and set him apart from other characters. You feel me? Without this, how can he really get away from people? How can he pretty much get away from people? But yeah, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. My throat dry and I'm barely able to even sit and continue to talk with y'all. I gotta get something to drink and something to go ahead and eat. You feel me? But this has been your boy Man with T. Yup gaming. Until the next time, turn up with your boy. And I'm out.